Good day, this is Ray. Today is Saturday, March 23rd, 2024. For me, another day of learning and growing. Hope that you, your family, friends, and loved ones are doing well, staying safe. It is 6:20 a.m. and I've got to leave here probably at 6:50 to go pick up some groceries. I'm waiting for a confirmation text that my groceries are ready to pick up. Regular routine, get up, have my first set of medications at 5 a.m. Go downstairs, make breakfast, have the bulk of my medications by 6 a.m. and that's all done. So I don't really have an agenda or a topic to talk about today. There was something I was thinking about yesterday with all the news that's going on, and I was thinking back to life, before the internet, basically. So for me, the internet didn't really become mainstream until I was in high school, and even then it was dial-up, and just wasn't something that was a go-to source for much of anything at that time. The times we live in now, going to internet, you just pick up your phone, whatever you want to find is there. Now you got AI, completely different ball game. But I was thinking about a few years ago. For me, I used to have a Twitter account, and I got rid of that thing because at the time it's very political, a lot of infighting with just strangers, and I noticed that I was just constantly reacting to things, and just seeing something said by someone about something else, and it was just ridiculous. And I was like, okay, I'm not helping, because I'm reacting to this thing, and ultimately, you react to something, and then in the next few minutes, they're moving on to the next thing, and that was just constant. I did it for, I don't know, maybe a few years, and I said, okay, I got to get rid of it. And I just completely separated from it, didn't go to Twitter for anything, and I don't today. As a matter of fact, it's been about 4 years, I guess. And hardly go to any other social media sites to find anything and feel better for it. I try to think back to when I was a kid, going to the library. It was one of the best things, for me to do. It just, I really enjoyed going to the library, picking a book, taking it home, reading the book, and that even carried on to my adulthood. I forget when, it was probably 2016, 2017. I was studying for a major exam to go into management. It's a very difficult exam, and I would go to the library basically every weekend. I would pick almost a different library every week to just go visit and to study, to look out the window, and look at the trees, and see nature that way, and just to have that peace. I miss those simpler times. Seeing the news, with the news is constantly changing. There's not going to be a day where there's something that's happening, something to react to, something to feel like, I have to put my voice in, I have to give my opinion on, and that's not necessarily the case. We went centuries without having TV, without having the internet, without having smartphones or any of this stuff. And as much as I can, I'm trying to unplug from that, disengage from that, and I'm trying to help out in the areas that I can help out in. That's why I'm really making a push to helping out with budgeting. If you hadn't watched my previous videos, I was diagnosed with lupus 2019, dealing with considerable consumer debt. June of 2020, identified that I had $115,000 of consumer debt. Been paying that off. I paid off almost $61,000 since June 2020. And one of the things is I wish that I had a teacher showing me how to budget, prior to getting out of high school, or at least prior to getting out of college. Because, for the past, my whole adult life, all I've known is that. And now I have a mortgage, so my debt is bigger, but I'm not really focused on the mortgage. I'm paying my mortgage every month, yeah, but what I'm focused on is paying off this consumer debt so I can build up a full emergency fund, pay off my mortgage, and before I retire. I do have a 401k, I have a pension, so I'm not, I'm not completely in debt. I have a positive net worth, but this is where I feel that I can contribute the most. And I think hopefully that's what people do, is that they pull back from all the news, from all the conspiracies, all that stuff, and just focus on their family, focus on the community, if that's where they feel they can have the biggest impact. And that's what I'm trying to do. The past few years have been hard because my health isn't all that great. As a matter of fact, I'm not feeling all that well this morning. I'm gonna have to go out and get my groceries, but fortunately I just have to go and pick those up. I keep thinking back to one of my trumpet teachers that I had, who was in the symphony orchestra, and I remember like I was yesterday. I was in his attic where he had his trumpet studio set up, and I was sitting to the left of him, and I was struggling with his difficult music passages. It was just very hard. It was just really struggling. He could see I was frustrated, and he like stopped me. He said, "Okay, I want you to just focus on the moment, live in the moment. Don't look behind, don't look ahead. Just focus on that time." And that changed the game for me. I live by that. I live like that. I have to keep reminding myself that that's where I'm at. I don't compare myself to others. I keep thinking about the career journey I've had so far. It's been ups and downs. The trajectory initially was just a constant up, and then my health got the best of me, and then it went down, and now I'm trying to build it back up, working on career designations, and trying to figure out what to do next. Learning some things, and that's just that is what it is. But I see some of my colleagues who have surpassed me in a career, and I'm like, well, at first it was like, oh man, it could have been me. But then it was like, so what? Not so what. Congratulations to them. But it didn't happen to me. So what? That's okay. It's motivated me to really learn what the heck do I do on my job, and to really try to have more of an impact on the interactions that I have with internal, external clients, and the impact that I could have on my colleagues, and what I can gain in knowledge from my colleagues. And this is where I am. So why nothing to talk about? I don't have to talk about everything. I don't do that, as a matter of fact, with my channel. I just try to focus on the things that I know, which isn't a lot. I'm not pulling news clips and reacting to those, or the latest trends, or any of that stuff. I don't get caught up in that. I got a lot of things to worry about, but that's not one of them. It's easy to get a global perspective about things, and then say, I can have an impact here, I can have an impact there, I can have an impact there. When really, we are just one person. I'm just one person, and I can, if I can affect 1-2 people's lives in a positive way, that's a lot. And then you got somebody else doing the same thing. You're affecting 2 people's lives. Maybe I'll have an impact in the community. Who knows? That's the thing. That's the thing. Focus on your immediate circle. Take a break, relax, rest. And I'm really speaking to myself, but if this resonates with you, great. All right, I just been kind of rambling on, but anyway, if you made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. You know when I post my videos, you can find me at youtube.com/@LupusLifestyle. As always, thank you for watching. Have a great week.